This is something we've all been talking about. COVID-19 vaccine short in supply. Primary One health experts, though, say it's critical for them to do more for Black and brown communities. NBC4's Kenya Ramirez spoke with doctors about what they say is the reason behind the low number of diverse recipients at their vaccine site last week. And Kenya, what are they saying about this one? Because a lot of people in both communities are trying to get in front of this, kind of like doing PSAs.
Yeah, Darlene, well, a lot of factors tie into why there were fewer Latinos and African Americans vaccinated, but the number one reason is because of the small time frame they had to tell the elderly the vaccines were here.
We have provided vaccinations for about almost 320 individuals.
Of those, about 105 of those vaccine recipients were people of color, says CEO of Primary One Health, Charlotta Tavares.
Do I wish it was a higher percentage of Black and brown communities? Absolutely. But I do understand the difficulties.
Some of those difficulties Central Ohioans face range from job insecurity and finding doctors who look like them.
Language barriers. You also have the issue of needing a loved one that they may live with, taking them to get that vaccine.
She was given 3 days to make people aware they had the vaccines ready.
We had Friday and over the weekend to try and get in touch with our patients. Those over 80, we had more than 671 of our own patients over the age of 80. And remember, we were doing robocalls, we were doing texting. Those over 80 aren't as tech savvy.
Are we worried that might be happening again for this next round of the vaccines when we get them?
Yes, that's always going to be a concern.
But they say they need to understand what the supply of vaccines is looking like in order to tackle where to go to next, says Chief Clinical Officer Jeffrey Maribel.
We know that the Linden area certainly is one in which a lot of folks of color live in. We also know that the Franklinton area also is an area, the east side of Columbus.
And build trust in people to get them to schedule their appointments.
We need to make sure that we work on that just as much as administering the vaccine.
And 2 weeks from today, Primary One Health will give the second round of the vaccine to those same people who got them last week. Local for you in the newsroom, Kenya Ramirez, NBC4.